everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how to implement ReCAPTCHA with Laravel, the latest 10. Why I want to do this video, because a couple of days ago I had a client that is receiving multiple requests for the contact forms, and I saw that even on the registration forms there's so many fake emails that coming through. So this could be very problematic if you're using a third party services for SMTP and other stuff. And also if you want to do reports for the user, how many user you gain in the next month. So this would be problematic because you have so many fake users. So I will start with Google ReCAPTCHA, and I'll be showing you what type of implementation we'll be doing. So I'm using Laravel ReCAPTCHA. So it's very simple steps to be able to install ReCAPTCHA. So there's a couple of things we need to do first. So we need to install it through Composer. So let's take this one. Okay, we copy it, we go back to our Laravel application, and you just need to paste it, enter. It's not working, so give me a second. It's because there's the $sign included. So now it's gonna install the requirement, the dependency that you need for ReCAPTCHA. So meanwhile, let's go back. So next we need to go to providers. So in the Laravel app you have the config app.php. So you go there, you just need to add this line in the providers, and then for the aliases, because if you want to call it directly from the code, you can just put ReCAPTCHA and it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna take this one, provider, copy it, and let's go back. So here if I open, where is it? So config, and we go to app, right? And if I go to providers, I just paste that one right here, save it, then I go back to the other one, which is the alias, come back to my and add here. So let's remove the fake one. So I'm adding now the class for it. So this is done, this is completed. Now if I want to publish the package, so I just need to add this into my command line. And that's it. So now it's published. And what we need to do now, you go to Google ReCAPTCHA. So let's generate the key and the secret key. So I'm just gonna add here in the label the name of my domain, the fake domain, and I'll be using the challenge 2, which is I'm not a robot, because it's the simplest one. For now I'll put localhost. It's not gonna work, but I'll be adding also the proper domain name for it, and then I will submit. So it's gonna create it. It will give me all the information I need. So going back to here, I just want to copy this and go back to my terminal, go back to my project, and in the environment setup I'll be adding this one right here. The ReCAPTCHA skip IP, I don't need it because I'm not gonna use it, and I'll add the code site right here and this secret. So once you have this complete, now everything is so much easier. So let's launch our application. So PHP artisan serve, and now if I go to, I'm just gonna close those things, I don't need them, right? Right here, so I need those ones. Okay, so in my current form, so I have a very basic template of Laravel. It's extremely basic. Okay, there's no UI. So I have the name, the email, and the message and the submit, right? So I also added for the errors, so you will able to see once you add reCAPTCHA, um, if the user try to submit the form and he doesn't fill the I'm not a robot, it's gonna show the validation. So let's go back now. So in your form, you need to make sure for Laravel to have the CSRF, okay, which is the token when you submit. And we need to add another line now, which is a div, let's say, and we'll be adding the ReCAPTCHA UI right here. So let's go back to GitHub. And I don't need all of this configuration. This is if you want to customize your configuration. I will be doing something like this. Which one I will be doing? This one. So I will take this one, which is the HTML4 snippet. If you want to add some configuration to it, you can do it this way. So the theme, the size, tabs, callback, expired, but in this video I won't be using any of it. So I'm just gonna go back to my code and add it right here. Okay, it could be a div, so I don't care, it's a class form. And I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, so going back to refresh my page, I won't be able to see it. Okay, I had troubles with that because you will need to add, give me a second, right here. So what I did in my previous implementation, okay, I added, where is it? Right here. Give me a second. So resources, views, layouts. I'll go to headers. No, app. Okay. So what you have to do, so what I have to do now, I need to add the script that will call the script of ReCAPTCHA. Okay, I did it the easier way. There's other ways you can do it. If you go to here, they're gonna tell you that you have to put in the head. Which one is it? The meta, the script. This is for the fallback. Okay, so never mind. So this is what I did. So I added it in my I added the script here in the head. Okay, so now for the UI you can see the ReCAPTCHA. Now there's a couple of small steps we need to do also. So if I go back to GitHub, there's the error message for ReCAPTCHA, the basic one. Okay, if you don't have any type of languages in your application, in your website, you'll need to add for the basic one, which you will find in your project right here. If I go to, I think resources, no, it's not resources, it's config under ReCAPTCHA. So if you go down, you scroll down, here you have all your configuration. So default language here for the null, because I don't have any type of languages, but there's a default error message that I want, and I want to modify this one. So not the callback, it's, give me a second. So this one. So this is the very basic error message for ReCAPTCHA. So I'll be putting like a ReCAPTCHA error. Please fill in. All right, just a basic message. So now the last step, or the before last step you want to do is to add it on the submit validation, right? So let's go back here and take, where is it? The only thing I need is in the configure, this one. So you take that one, okay? So you have the validation, because in Laravel you have a validator. So you just need to take this one and add it. I didn't go through the version 4.0, I didn't care. So I'm just gonna show you a very basic configuration, then you can tweak it the way you want it, okay? So I go back to the controller because my form action, when it's submitted, it's gonna go to the controller, the base controller, and I'm calling it from here. So controller add contact, and the method is post. So it's gonna go through here. So I have a validation for name, email, and message. So I will be adding the ReCAPTCHA response, and if the ReCAPTCHA response is failed, so the user will be able to see it. Okay, so this is the very basic steps. Now you have a ReCAPTCHA working on your website. So if I go back to my Laravel application, you will be able to see the ReCAPTCHA with the form, but because it's not supported for the local host, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I'm not gonna do it locally. So now I'm just gonna git add everything and git commit message adding ReCAPTCHA, and I'm just gonna push. Hopefully the deployment will work and we'll be able to see the changes right away on the website. And we don't see it. Give me a second, it's gonna take a couple of seconds. So why not? So did we push? Yes, we did. So let me open right here. Okay, great. Now it's working. It's not. It did not push. All right. Give me a second. Okay, so the reason why, okay, it's like I never pushed it to production, so I never deployed it. So I'm gonna go deploy the application into production. So now it should be able to do it in a few seconds. Alright, so now we should be able to see it, hopefully. Okay, so where's the ReCAPTCHA? I don't see it. Why? Because I need to add it to my environment right here. So I'm just gonna go back here. Okay. So let's go back. I'm just gonna refresh. All right, so now because, okay, what happened is that when I deployed my application through the web, I did not have my ReCAPTCHA keys in the environment, so that's why I couldn't see it. So now that we have the ReCAPTCHA, now it's very simple. If I try to add, I don't know, a name, message, and submit, I should be able to see the error. So ReCAPTCHA error, please fill in. So now I'm just gonna put my name, do the ReCAPTCHA, submit, and now I can see the request, because this is what I did in my code, is to be able to see the request of the validated, which is this one. So this is it for my video. I hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching, and please put your comments below.